to a special episode of Where I Long to Be, a magical trip report podcast. My name is Virginia, and I am your host. Thank you so much for being here today for this Off the Monorail episode of the show. Off the Monorail is what I'm going to call episodes of the show that are not trip reports. And don't worry, this is still primarily a trip report podcast. That's not changing. But it is kind of fun to change it up from time to time while still keeping on brand with the themes of the show, being Disney, Universal, travel, magical moments, etc. So, for example, when I had my trip planning episode that was so well received by all of you, and I will link that in the show notes in case you didn't get a chance to hear it, if I had known that this would become a thing, I would have made that episode part of this new series. Today's particular episode came about because I had someone that needed to cancel at the last minute due to a family emergency, and it was going to leave me with a hole in the schedule that needed to be filled really quickly. So I reached out to some of my podcast friends and pitched the idea of having them come on the show for a roundtable chat, and they were game and said yes without hesitating. A few weeks ago, after we'd recorded the show, I actually remembered that I have another episode coming up that is also not really a trip report, but a super interesting behind the scenes look at Disney cast life that I started recording over the summer and just recently was able to finish up. You're going to be able to hear that episode the Monday before Christmas. It's another one that could be part of a non-trip report series. So that's when I started thinking I should have a name for this type of episode, since sometimes a one-off episode is needed just for scheduling or frankly just because it's fun to do a little something different. Off the Monorail feels like a fitting title to me because it's off the beaten path but still on property, aka on topic. So with that, I hope you enjoy today's show, and I would love to hear your feedback on it, whether that's with a rating or a review or a comment or a direct message. Just let me know what you think. Enjoy. Welcome to the podcast, ladies.
Hello.
Happy to be
Hi.
here.
Thanks for having
Listeners,
us.
you can hear lots of different voices chiming in, and I have several of my favorite fellow podcasters here in the studio today. So, Olivia, welcome to Where I Long to Be. Welcome back to Where I Long to Be. Would you like to introduce yourself again?
Sure, I would love to. My name is Olivia, and I am the host of the Soarin Around WDW podcast with my dad and brother Regan alternating as co-hosts as well, with the occasional special guest too. We do cover everything related to Disney parks from Walt Disney World and Disneyland to the international parks, as well as major updates across the Disney company. And we recently wrapped up our Parks of the Past and Parks of the Present series, which we explored kind of the history of Walt Disney World attractions, both those that no longer exist and the ones that are still operating in the present portion. And our newest segment, Parks of the Future, just dropped a short while ago. And that kind of let us step into the role of the Imagineers as we kind of come up with original attractions for abandoned or underutilized spaces within the parks. But we also do all kinds of fun things with special guests, previous cast members, friends and family, covering our trips and things like that. But yeah, new episodes drop every Wednesday, and happy to be here again, Virginia.
Yes, so happy to have you back. I have to ask, did you ever at any point in your life want to be an Imagineer?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yes. I think the job that I wanted the most, actually, this is kind of funny, was to be Belle in the Beauty and the Beast show at Hollywood Studios. That was like my dream job for a very long time. And then I realized I can't sing, and she actually sings. So that dream died. But I did really want to do that for a long time. But yes, definitely love thinking up attractions and thinking of the ways parks could be better, as I'm sure y'all do too, as we all go there very frequently. But yes, I have definitely wanted to do that.
All right. And next up, we have Sav and Piff. Sav, why don't you take it away first?
Hi, I'm Sav, and I am one half of the duo of Pixie Dust with a Twist. The shtick behind our show really is we watch movies and we talk about them, and we have a cocktail pairing for each one. So that's really fun. It's been a really fun creative outlet. I studied film and things like that in school, so that's been kind of a fun thing for me to revisit. I've always been a Disney kid. And so that's just really fun for me. I can definitely relate to wanting to be Belle in the stage show, 100%. First time I ever went to Disney, I was going into the 5th grade, I think, and was just enamored. And that was when the Big Sorcerer hat was still there and like all that jazz.
Oh, yeah.
So like MGM Studios, So yeah, love all of that and all things Disney.
Hi, I'm Piff, and I'm the other half of the Pixie Dust with a Twist duo. And the thing you need to know about me is that I did not grow up with Disney movies. We call me the Disney Channel kid, so I watched all the Disney
Yes.
Channel originals. But I watched Sleeping Beauty for the first time in the last year, so it's kind of fun when we get on and we're talking about a movie Sav is intimately familiar with, and I have seen one time.
And it's the time before the recording. Like, it's
Exactly.
still, so now, as an adult rather than as a child, because I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is like one of my favorite movies as a kid, which I say, I think, every episode.
Almost every episode, yeah.
Almost every episode. But wore those VHS tapes out, man, all the time. I had the little like rewinder machine and everything. It was great. But yeah, so I'll be like, what do you mean you've never seen The Great Mouse Detective? Or like, what do you mean you've never seen like whatever? She's like, I don't know. We just didn't. And there was really no reason for it, right? Like, it just...
No, it wasn't like we weren't
Disney
allowed
household.
to. We had the Disney Channel, and if it was on the Disney Channel, then I watched it. But we just didn't have like a lot of tapes or anything.
Yeah. So like Cadet Kelly.
Oh, I loved
isn't that a good
Cadet
one?
Kelly.
I've been wanting to watch
I don't
that
know
for a while.
any of those shows.
The Disney Channel originals, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Decom kid here.
Yeah. When
yeah.
I was growing up, I know those. But then any of the new ones, like much to Piff's chagrin, I'm not a... What is it called?
The Descendants. Disney's Descendants
I'm not
is
a
one of the better like franchises they've put out.
I agree,
as a decom.
actually.
They're
I've
so
never
good.
disagreed.
They
I've never
teach good
seen it.
lessons. The music's bops.
I don't disagree. I have just never sat down to like watch it. I've been forced, literally forced, in the car with Piff to listen to a lot of it. And the music, they're bops. They are. I can't deny that. They are pretty good. But like, I've just never sat down. I like the premise though. I really do. I like the premise of like the next generation.
I've just never seen it, so I need to. I have a bone to pick with these two ladies, though. I'm gonna just
put us
put
on
it
the
right
spot.
out here in front of Olivia. They invited me onto their show and invited me to decide on a cocktail to drink and talk about the movie of my choice. And I was the only one that showed up with a drink.
Oh,
so
gosh,
I was the only one drinking the entire time.
In our
I
defense,
forgot all about that.
We had unforeseen medical appointments the next day, so we could not drink beforehand.
And it was like really heavy on the alcohol too. And I'm
she picked a drink that was alcohol mixed with alcohol mixed with alcohol.
Yeah,
and a sugar rim.
And a sugar rim.
But it was blue.
It was
pretty.
It might be the prettiest one that's been on the show, if it helps.
Oh
I
my
think.
goodness.
That is hilarious.
It was good. I have not made it since, but
I've not done that again.
Oh my goodness.
Wouldn't
I was
recommend.
like, what? I'm
can
the only
tweak
one
it.
drinking here? That's betrayal. Hashtag betrayal.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot that. I feel bad.
I think that one thing that we all have in common is that we've all kind of been doing this for a bit now, and that we've all had some degree of success in it. And I think there are lots of people who are interested in either starting their own podcast or starting an Instagram channel or becoming a TikToker, like in the Disney space. And there's a lot of people in that space. So do you all have any advice for somebody who is wanting to jump into that world? Sav.
Got it. Don't be afraid, because we are kind of still in the midst of one, or like kind of fresh coming off of one, potentially, maybe. Don't be afraid to take a break. If you get started into it, it can be really easy to burn yourself out. So don't be afraid to take a break. You know, we've, my husband and I had a loss in the family. His dad passed away a year ago. And so we haven't really been super consistent for the last year, because we've been focused on, like, I've been focused on me and my family, and Piff's had her own stuff going on. Like, don't be afraid to take a step back if you have to. That doesn't really help with like the how to get started, but don't feel like once you get started, then that's it. You know, like, this is your thing. This is your community you're building. This is your channel you're building. Don't be afraid to take a step back if you need to. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you should do it because you enjoy it, and make sure to take an angle that you enjoy. Like, we like talking about movies and dissecting them. And so that was why a big part of the angle that we decided to go with was that. And then honestly, the cocktails were just kind of like oh my gosh, what if we had a cocktail pairing each time? Like that kind of just came after, but that was so fun and another creative angle we could take with it. Nobody else was doing it. So that was kind of fun for us. But yeah, don't be afraid to take a break and pick an angle you enjoy.
And kind of to go along with that, don't be afraid to pivot. So if you get yourself into this little box and you're like, this is the only thing I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be posting every single day, and I'm going to be putting up a Disney fact on Monday and a how-to on Tuesday, and like all of these things. One, it can get really repetitive to just create that content over and over and over again. But two, you might find something else that still fits within your realm of Disney that you enjoy doing more or that people are engaging with more. And when you find those things, it is okay to kind of pivot and change your focus and incorporate that in a bigger way so that one, it's still fun for you, and two, it's still fun for your audience, because if it's not fun, nobody's going to want to watch it.
And you're not going to want to make it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything from you, Olivia?
Yeah, I agree. That's, all definitely very similar things that I would have said as well. And I think the other thing is, don't be afraid just because somebody else is doing something similar. As you said, there's a lot of people in this like Disney community space. There's a lot of people that talk about Disney parks or Disney movies or Disney history within, their realm. But I think the community is a really great one. And as we've all like found friendship with other podcasters and other people through these podcasts, I think getting to know people on a personal level too and connecting with people that have similar interests has been super cool. There's not a lot of people in my personal life other than like my immediate family that are as big into Disney. So getting to meet other people that really love it the way that I do and find the little quirky things about the parks or about the movies, about DComs, like so fun. That's been one of my favorite parts for sure, is just kind of getting to know people. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there, show what that is unique about the topic that you can bring. Like if you, like, for example, we grew up in Disney, we have a lot of like previous Disney photos from almost birth through present, which has been a lot of fun to kind of dig back. And just if it's fun for you, keep doing it. Like you guys said, if you need a break, take a break. I think I read some statistic that most podcasts don't make it more than 6 months. So it's easy to kind of fall off, but it's also easy to get burnt out. So kind of finding that balance of making sure you take a break, but also don't get too down on yourself just because other people are doing it. And also try not to look at numbers. Like a lot of people get super focused on followers, numbers, listeners. But if it's fun, that's what's the most important part.
I agree. And I would say that there's never the perfect time to start, and you can find a million reasons not to. Like, I don't know how Instagram works. I don't know how to record something and edit it. And the only way that you can really learn is to just start. And maybe you start and you don't even put what you're creating out there quite yet. You just do it as a learning exercise, or maybe you do. And then eventually, once you get better at it, you delete the earlier things. Mine are still out there just for transparency's sake. And if you go back and listen to my very first episodes, I overly enunciate everything. And my sister was like, that is so annoying. Yeah, I thought I needed to be clear, and what I learned is I'm clear without trying so hard.
Yes.
But you just get started and you learn as you go, and you have to recognize that it's not going to be perfect right away. It'll probably never be perfect, and so you learn by doing, and that it's really just continuing to grow. And by grow, I mean learn how to operate the system better, learn what the different analytics mean, learn how to be consistent, because that's really the key. It's consistency. Even if you're taking a break, coming back to it when you're ready and just getting back out there. Don't let it stop you just because you've taken a break. Those are all keys that I think are important.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
you're looking
And
to join us in this space.
join us. It's a fun side of the internet to be on for sure.
Yes.
One last thing, just because I can't help but give this advice because I do it professionally, is don't let social and the marketing aspect of it intimidate you. It can be very intimidating. It can be very scary. It's kind of we all have seen things get out of hand really quickly on social media for other people, but don't let it scare you. If you're true to yourself, and if you're just creating stuff that you enjoy. And I really liked what Olivia said, like to not get too hung up on the numbers. It can be so easy to be like, oh my gosh, don't play the comparison game, because it's like, oh my gosh, like, Where I Long to Be has this many followers and we only have like, just don't get too hung up in that. Cause the biggest thing really should be, making stuff that you enjoy, because if you create stuff that you enjoy genuinely, then you'll find that genuine community of people who enjoy it,
Right.
and who will engage with it. And that's definitely it. And I don't want to say like don't quit your day job, but like don't feel like this has to be it, because like I don't know about Olivia, but like we all have full-time jobs like outside of
I do too.
podcasts, like it doesn't have to be, you don't have to make it your whole life, and nor should it be sometimes, because it's very all consuming if you do that. So sometimes it's best just be fun.
And
yeah,
it's
regardless.
It's nearly impossible to turn this into like a full-time job. Like it's nearly impossible to do it quickly is really what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It takes a long time.
It takes a long time. Like I've been doing this for 2.5 years and I just started making some money at it. And I could buy us each a cup of coffee. And
feel that.
There we go.
You could buy us each a cocktail.
That's awesome. You could buy us a cocktail.
That's true. I could take you
we
out
could
for a
all
drink
be
when
on
you come to
our
New York.
show. Cocktails on Virginia.
Yes. And we'll all actually have them this time.
Well, I won't, but you won't drink alone. No.
But I think that along with don't look at the numbers and stuff and playing the comparison game, like there's really is room for everyone. And if you're in it because you want to do it and you want to have a good time, there's space for everyone. And I think by making friends with people and being happy for their successes, then you get this chance to have this community, which in a lot of ways benefits what you're doing. Like you all coming on Where I Long to Be today helps me out. I hope that you coming on Where I Long to Be helps you out. But also, like, you all are awesome, and I'm so excited to have you all in my life. And so I think that take advantage of the friendships that you can make, because it really will enrich the whole process if you come at it from a genuine way and not an I'm trying to top everybody kind of way.
Definitely. Fun little making
totally.
friends and connections along the way story.
Mm-hmm.
I did a solo trip in February and I saw that Virginia posted like a Run Disney picture, and I like when I landed and I messaged her and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, are you still in Orlando? Like, are you still there? As I didn't realize the race was that day, like that morning, really bright and early, and not like an old post. I just immediately got off the message like, wait, are you still there? And she was like, yes, we're going back to take a nap, but we'll be around. And I was like, great, I'll meet you. And we talked beside the spring roll cart for like an hour, which was so sweet. And your poor husband just stood there the whole time. I was like, I feel so bad. He's just like, can we please? No, he was engaged in the conversation too.
Totally into it.
And then we caught Magical Friendship Fair, and all. It was just so cool. Like we got to hang out, and it's so cool to get to meet people through this. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Speaking of you heading down to the parks, I want to know, when were each of you last there? Piff?
Halloween weekend.
Your Halloween weekend?
So it was the first weekend of October.
Okay. Is that an annual weekend?
It has become one.
This is the second year of it. And I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. And so last year I wanted to do Not So Scary and then Halloween Horror Nights back to back.
No.
And it was amazing. Best weekend of my life. And so then this year I was like, so we're doing that again, right?
Yeah. And Sav's like, y'all have fun at Horror Nights. I'm going back to Mickey. Y'all have fun. So I ditched out on Horror Nights both years. Now that's my tradition. I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
It's not like you ditched out. We knew you were not going to Horror Nights.
But I was like, absolutely not. Last year, our friend Josh went, and he was like, come on, what if I pay for your ticket? And I was like, if you want to pay for me to run scared all night and like not actually like engage with it, then sure. But that's a lot of money to spend for me to just be like, have fun. I'll be right here when you come out. Have fun.
What about the thing to wear where it shows that you don't want to be approached?
So that's new this year.
Yeah.
They didn't have those before.
But then I still feel like you're spending a lot of money to like get a glowy necklace that says "Don't scare me," and you're just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I did get to see the Death Eaters, though. That was cool because I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so like that was neat because they came out before the park closed, like for the event, so that was cool. I felt like I got to enjoy like some of that, and then I think one year, maybe not next year, I don't know, maybe next year. I would love to do the like lights on like tour that they do like during the regular park hours. I think that would be cool because I
didn't
can
know they
really
did that.
appreciate. Yeah, you don't get to pick what houses you go in, but it's lights on, no scare actors or anything, but they get to show you like the props and stuff, which are like film set quality, you know, and or some of them come from film sets, which is cool. And the film nerd in me is like, that would be so cool. Like I would love that part of it, but I don't want to get scared. Between fight, flight, and freeze, I either fight or I hit the ground, which is like a hazard to myself and everybody. And so I'm like, maybe I'll just sit this one out. But I enjoyed the video of Jill getting the pants absolutely scared off of her by a chainsaw scare actor. That was great.
Oh, no.
I enjoy the
Posted it
videos
at least 3 times.
It's so funny. And she has posted it too. Like she's cool with him. It's like, that's great.
Alex wants to go at some point, but I don't think that's for me.
Send Charles.
Oh, yeah. Charles would do it.
Yeah.
Totally. Olivia, when was the last time you were in one of the parks, whether it's Disney or Universal?
So it was actually the trip that I was on your show was the last time, which
so
is
Disneyland.
Yes, Disneyland, which is too long ago, and we are Disney World like based people. We live in North Carolina, but grew up in Florida. All of our family, my dad and brother, who co-host with me, are still in Florida. But we have not been since Disneyland in June of this year.
Okay, when are you going next?
So this is hot off the press, fresh news. You hear it here first. I had actually kind of hinted at the end of your episode that we might be going back to Disneyland, which is not usually something in the cards. The last time we went before this was like 7 years ago, but we are going back. We are literally booking it this weekend in February. So we will be back in Disneyland in February. Nice. And we do have a Disney World trip that was already booked for March. So it's going to be but adults only in February over Valentine's Day weekend / President's Day, which just happened because my husband has a conference there. So looking forward to that trip.
Nice.
Love that.
What about you, Sav and Piff? When are you next heading back?
Well, Sav goes back in a week.
I was just like, I go back in a week. I go back 3 more times this year.
This year?
This year, yeah, I know.
Lucky lady.
It's awful, I know. Yeah. I am very lucky. I am very blessed. And yeah, Piff is like, about the whole
I
thing.
don't know when I will be back next because I am 5 months pregnant. And still I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back.
Baby.
Yay.
Another munchkin.
Yeah. At the very least, next October for Halloween. Hopefully before then.
That's right.
Will you bring the kids and Sav can watch them while you go and
while you go to
scare yourself?
Not for Halloween. Halloween is for grown-ups only. The children can stay with their grandparents.
Yes. Gigi will gladly watch the babies for sure.
Yeah.
Gigi's my mom. Oh, I guess for listeners, Piff and I are sisters-in-law. In case,
yeah, we
it's
didn't
important
say that.
dynamic.
We're related.
We're related-ish. She married my brother. Gross. But no, but I get to go back. I go back. I leave October 31st. We're doing a friend of mine that we met down there, and Piff knows. Her name is Elizabeth. She's local down in Florida, and so we met her through mutual friends who are also local down there. And she and her sister and I are going to Mickey's Not So Scary on Halloween night. So as soon as tickets dropped, that was the first one that I snagged.
Wait, and you're flying down on Halloween?
Yes. So I'm flying down.
Okay.
Oh gosh, what time is my flight? Like 7 a.m. From here, and it's only like a 2-hour flight from here.
Yeah. And so I just get nervous because of these air traffic controller issues.
Yeah. Thankfully, our local airport hasn't been too terribly bad so far. So we shall see. I might move it up if it starts looking stressful. May move it up. But yeah. And then I'm staying through the 3rd to hopefully catch some of the switch to Christmas. That's my goal. I extended it a little bit further than what we typically do for our quick weekend trips, just to see hopefully if I can catch some of that transition. I know it won't fully be done, but a little bit would be fun.
Yeah. And I think one thing that all three of you have in common is that you try not to check bags.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hate checking a bag.
I hate checking a bag. I have an
Same.
owner's locker still this year,
Oh,
so
fun.
that helps a ton. Yeah, they're great. Oh my gosh, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. We
We're
keep
not
joking.
sponsored,
We
but
keep
if they
joking
want
if they
to
want to.
sponsor us,
I
we
started
talk about them all the
considering
time
it.
anyway.
Oh,
I have
Virginia,
not.
you gotta do
I've
it.
not made
It's
the leap,
so
but
great. It's
yeah.
so nice, especially for us curly-haired people. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, it's so nice. I have all my stuff. Oh, it's great. I love it. I
Yeah.
debated not doing it because Piff didn't renew her pass this year, so I was like, do I really need like a whole tote? Yes, I have an
The answer
umbrella
is
in
yes.
there. I have shoe
Mhm.
dryers in there.
Mhm. Do you have the
What is-
unlimited plan where they'll bring it to your hotel
Mhm.
as many times as you
Yep.
want? Okay.
I did the math on like how many times at the time when I booked it, how many times I was going to be down there. And I was
Mhm.
like, well, if I throw one more trip on the calendar, which I inevitably will, it'll pay
Mhm.
for itself. And I did, and it paid for itself. Actually, I've thrown 2 on there since then, so it paid for itself. My mom got a pass this year.
Mhm.
So, because this year was big stepstone like birthdays for both of us. I turned 30 this year and she turned 60 this year. So
Mhm.
we went for my birthday and hers, and so that was super fun. And she was like, well, I want to see it at Christmas. And so that was one of the trips I threw on. Is in
Mhm.
November where we're going so she can see Christmas. So
Mm.
very excited about that. But yes, owner's locker, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Have any of you ever been to a non-US park?
No.
Big
Okay.
No,
sad.
but this is another
sad.
hot take off the off the press. We are
Breaking
going
I'm
to.
actually going to
There's
Shanghai.
so much news being broken
So much
today.
news.
I know.
You didn't know you were getting the scoop on Olivia's life.
First. Yes, I know. It's like I was looking at all of your questions ahead of time and I was like, oh, okay, I haven't even talked about this on our podcast yet. But yes, we just booked Disneyland Paris. It's been like a very busy booking for June of this coming year, 2026. So super excited about that.
Exciting.
But we've never been,
Fun.
never been to an international park before. So very excited for that.
I have not announced this on my podcast yet, but we have a Disneyland Paris trip that is sort of in the works for some girlfriends for September of 2026.
Ooh, fun.
Piff?
So
I
can we
mean, it
come?
sounds like we need to book one. I know.
Yeah.
The girls' trip.
Come on.
I mean,
We're girls.
we're girls.
We can go on a trip.
Well, I will tell you, I interviewed Rebecca on the podcast about her trip to Disneyland Paris with some girlfriends.
Yes, I listened
and
recently.
It sounded so easy and so affordable, and so I was like, that's doable. So we are to the point where we've kind of like thought about the dates, and I reached out to Rebecca because she's a travel agent and she's on it. She's doing some pricing out for us right now, and we'll see what actually happens with it. But
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So fun. Yeah, I listened to that episode when we were doing research for our trip and I was like, oh, let me go back and see like what who she's had on that went to Paris. Because I remember we talked about, correct me, macarons on my Disneyland trip. Macaron. I cannot say it. And I was like, okay, so she's had somebody go to Paris and I listened to it. But yeah, it really is like pretty affordable. It looks expensive when you look at it because of the hotel, but then when you know the tickets are included the way they do it,
it's all included.
it's really
yeah.
not bad at all. We're spending like the same amount
That's a game changer.
for Disneyland Paris that we are for Walt Disney World in March. So it's very cool.
Yeah, and my plan
That's
is to try
awesome.
to use points to fly, and because I'll be going with friends, we'll be splitting the cost of the room and everything. And so, well, rooms probably, because I think there'll be 4 or 5 of us, if everybody's
Or
able to
7.
go. Or
8.
7.
Or 7.
I'm just going to
6,
continue to
7.
invite myself.
My friend Elizabeth, who I just mentioned earlier, she and her parents and her sister are going to Greece next summer. And she joked that her parents, they're all originally from Ohio, and her parents just moved down to near Orlando to be closer to Elizabeth like about a year ago. And her sister also lives in North Carolina. And so they joke that they've kind of spoiled specifically their mom to staying on property and like all of that whenever they can, like if they want to do like a weekend as a family or whatever. And so they were like, okay, so we're talking about the flights to and from Greece and blah, blah, blah. And their mom was like, and Disneyland Paris on the way back? Like, just kind of like threw it out there. And Elizabeth was like, don't play with me. Are you serious about this? Like, don't play with my heart like that. Like, are you serious? So they're going to go and do that. She's been pricing it out. And yeah, it's surprisingly affordable. I think they're swinging to be able to stay like club level for like the same amount that they would pay for like deluxe or whatever here. And she was like, it's insane. It is actually insane. Like how easy it would be to go.
Yeah. And it's from what I understand, like you hop off the airplane and you get on a train right there at the airport and it takes you right to their downtown Disney or whatever. And so
that's amazing.
Yeah,
bring back Magical Express.
I love the trains in Europe.
I've never been off the continent, so I need to make this happen.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I do.
All right. We have a lot of other things to get through. So let's move
we
along.
could all talk about all of these all night.
All night.
All right. So I had written down kind of like a list of like favorite things. So I figured like this will be like a quick round robin, just like off the top of your head, what first comes to mind. I'll say mine and then go to Olivia, then Sav, then Piff, because that's
okay.
Clockwise in my
screen.
View of all of us.
Okay.
All right. Favorite park? For me, it's Epcot.
For me, it is Hollywood Studios.
For me, it is also Hollywood Studios.
And not to be predictable, but also Hollywood Studios.
Oh my God. I'm outnumbered. Oh my goodness. All right. Favorite resort? Wilderness Lodge.
I know this is rapid fire. This is a really hard one for me. I am going to say Pop Century is currently my favorite.
I also really love Pop, but I have a sidebar. Is it one we have to have stayed at? No, I just clarifying question.
No.
Okay. One I've never stayed at, the Polynesian.
Okay.
The Boardwalk.
Yeah.
Nice. Favorite ride? Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
So good. My favorite ride is Tower of Terror.
Also so good. My favorite is also Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
And my favorite is also Tower of Terror.
Hey!
Oh, man, look at us.
So when Olivia said Tower, I was like, okay, we're going to be 2 and 2 now. Okay. Yep. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Show. I'm going to say Fantasmic.
Me too. And I didn't know if you were going to count that. But yes, also Fantasmic. This is awesome.
There's people on a stage. It counts.
It counts.
Yeah. It
also
counts.
Fantasmic. So, yes.
Also Fantasmic.
Yes. Proof that you find like-minded people when you step into this creative space.
That's right.
All right. Quick service. I'm going to say Captain Cook's.
This was also hard for me because there's a lot that I really like. But I'm going to say in the Mexico Pavilion, the Cantina is my favorite.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is so hard. I'm going to say Casey's Corner because it's a classic.
The spring roll cart.
Ooh.
Can I say that?
Or is there a snack cart one coming up?
There's not a snack cart choice.
Okay.
So you can go with snack cart. That's fine.
That's
because I could eat those spring rolls all day, every day.
So good.
All right. Table service. I'm going to go with Topolino's. And not because of breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Because their dinner is amazing.
That's good to know. Our favorite has always been, and for whatever reason has just stuck for so long, Liberty Tree Tavern.
Yeah.
I'm so glad somebody said it because it's not the one I'm going to say, but I love that. And Diamond Horseshoe because it's the same menu. But mine and my husband's favorite is Tepanito in the Japan Pavilion in Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to have to say Liberty Tree Tavern too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was thinking the Plaza, but then I was like, you said that, and I was like, oh, wait, no. It's Liberty Tree Tavern.
Liberty Tree. So
Alex
good.
would agree with you. That's his favorite. I will tell you, said Golden Horseshoe is the same menu. One time they didn't have enough space, and so they tried to seat us in the Golden Horseshoe. And I know it's the same food, but I was like, I need to sit in a room that is themed like Liberty Tree Tavern. So I was like, I'll wait. It's fine.
Liberty Tree is my favorite between the two. It's not as noisy. Diamond Horseshoe is so much more noisy for sure.
Okay. Character meal.
Okay.
And I did not think about this in advance. So now I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do?
You have to answer.
I'm going to say Topolino's again because of their outfits.
The outfits are so cute. I am going to say Garden Grill because
Mhm.
similar menu to Liberty Tree, but I love their little farmer outfits. I think they're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I start to fall apart because I've not done a ton of character dining.
You've done more than me. I've done one.
I know you've done one. You have one answer.
I have one
It's
choice.
the one I've not done. I'm gonna say Be Our Guest because it was the first character dining I ever did, and it was a special little like date side quest with my husband, so it was sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And the only one I've ever done is Cinderella's Royal Table. So that one. That's the only one I've done.
That's a good one,
it's a
though.
classic.
Yeah.
It's a classic. All right. Sweet snack. I wrote all these out and then I didn't think about them myself. Let's see. Sweet snack. I am going to go with the caramel popcorn from the Caramel Couche.
Yeah, that's a good choice. I had a hard time deciding about this too, but the I Lava You float is my new thing at Magic Kingdom at the Sunshine Tree Terrace. Those pop rocks on the top. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
My new thing is also a Sunshine Tree Terrace because I had never tried it before. Is the Tropical Serenade. So good.
And I would tear up some beignets. So,
Oh, yes.
Which ones? I know the answer to this, but the people need to know which ones specifically.
the ones at Port Orleans French Quarter, they're better.
They're better.
Right.
That's
the
what I've
traditional ones
heard.
Yes.
or the ghoulish?
The traditional ones. The ghoulish ones really are not, in my
not
opinion, worth the
that
hype. I literally posted
Really?
a TikTok
Okay.
about this today.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that's
have
funny.
not been on my TikTok today.
Fun fact. Because I tried those at the Halloween party and I was like,
No, I think the
mean-
ghoulish ones are just at Port Orleans. They're just like, right?
Mhm.
Or are they in the park?
are they not the
No,
same?
they're at Port Orleans. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're like cookies and cream dusted.
Yeah.
That's what's on the ones at the party, too.
Were they the croissant-like ones, though? Because that's different than what it is at... No? Oh, okay. Okay.
Maybe they bring them to the
Might
park
be the
just
same
for the
thing.
party.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
for
they
the
might.
party.
Could
Because
be.
they're different than the ones that you can usually get at Golden Oaks.
Mhm.
Okay. We ate so much at the party. I don't know.
All right.
Don't know
Savory snack. And my snack could technically be a meal, and it has been a meal for me. And it is the pulled pork nachos at Captain Cook.
Yeah, this was hard too, but I have to go with the classic, just like popcorn. I love just getting popcorn. I'm not a bucket collector, but
Mhm.
I love some good Disney popcorn.
Not a bucket collector, but do you have a refillable bucket? Like one?
I have one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, same. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I lied. I have the Dreamlight Parade one and just like a regular one.
And the Christmas one.
You have I don't have a Christmas one.
I thought you got the Christmas one, too.
I did not.
I just have the
thought about
basic
it, then I was like,
boring
I
one.
don't need it.
Yeah, I have a boring one.
Yeah, mine is for economy's sake, not because I'm
Yeah.
getting it for any other reason.
Mine is cheap refill.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Dreamlight one because my mom was with me on that trip and she really loved it and we really loved the parade. And she was like, I think I need that popcorn bucket. And I was like, me too. So we both got
Yeah.
But favorite savory snack. I'm not a very savory person. I'm very sweet. If I'm gonna get a snack, it's probably gonna be sweet. But probably the cheeseburger spring rolls.
Yeah. Solid choice.
I feel like all the food I've ever eaten at Disney has fallen out of my brain.
I know. I feel
Like,
that too.
do I eat there?
You
Do I
do.
eat anything?
We eat a lot of chicken strips, but those are meals. But
Yeah. Truly, it is the special edition Halloween burger that the Plaza had last year for Halloween season. It was the best burger I've ever had.
Wait, was
It
it,
was
the one with
different
the
from
black
this year's.
bun?
Yes, the one with the black bun.
Okay.
yeah, it was different from this year's.
Yeah. And I'm probably never going to be able to have it again.
Yeah, they might not ever bring it
That's
back.
so sad.
Why?
It was only seasonal. It
Limited
was like
time.
a Halloween only. They didn't do it again this year. Maybe they'll do it again next year. Maybe it'll be like at every other year kind
rotation.
of thing. Yeah.
Maybe. All right. Favorite personal tradition. And I would say my favorite personal tradition is after writing Flight of Passage, we always get a night blossom. And if we are hungry, we get a big pretzel with the beer cheese because that in combination with a night blossom is amazing.
That sounds good.
That does sound good.
You know, I haven't done enough eating over in Pandora.
Me either. I also I saw in your episode with Alex. I think you guys were talking about the night blossom. I'm like, I'm adding this to my list for Animal Kingdom. There's a lot of
Yeah.
food to try in Animal Kingdom. My personal tradition, this is kind of boring, but we get a Christmas ornament of some type each trip, even if it's not Christmas time.
Mhm.
We pick out something that either reminds us of the trip or that's new that we saw, usually attraction based, but yeah, that's our tradition.
Do you have a whole tree full of Disney ornaments now?
We do. We actually just said after Disneyland, we're like, we're going to have to switch. Our playroom is Disney Parks themed. And we have a really beautiful mural that my mom painted the whole wall of It's a Small World
Mhm.
and different things from the parks. And so my husband just said, I think we're going to have that tree in the playroom now instead of being like the kids' homemade stuff, all the Disney ornaments, because it just fits. So yeah, I think we do have a tree full at
Mhm.
this point.
Cute. I love that. Mine is also pretty sentimental. I haven't gotten to do it a ton yet, but I'll get to do it more. For each niece and or nephew, I buy the ear hat and get their name embroidered before they're born.
Mhm.
I did it
So
with Piff's first.
cute.
I've done it now for the new one joining us soon, and I'm about to do it for a friend of mine is having a little one soon, so due around the same time as Piff. So I'm about to
Aw.
get his little hat made at the next one. So I'm
So
excited.
cute.
And I cry every time I pick them up. Every single time. They show it to me and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. And one of my favorite pictures is from our family trip this year. I got little guy to put his on, and I have my ears on, and we're looking at the castle so you can see his name on the back. It's our backs instead of our fronts. So
Cute.
it's cute, but I love
So
that.
cute.
Love it.
Mine is one receiving those
as
as the maker of the nieces
maker
and
of the
nephews.
children. Thank you for your contribution. Appreciate it.
But really, I love when we can have slow mornings at Animal Kingdom and get a coffee and walk the Tree of Life path. That's something Sav and I do. Like anytime it's just the two of us at Animal Kingdom. And it's just such a like peaceful walk, and there's never a lot of people. And I love Animal Kingdom, so it's just so
It's so nice.
I love that. Now we're going to move into, because we're kind of talking about the holidays. So Olivia's already answered this about incorporating Disney into her holidays a little bit. Sav and Piff, do you incorporate Disney into your holidays?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, I'm pretty sure she does too. I do. You go
The
first.
short answer is yes, we do. I think we both have plenty of Mickey-shaped decor for both Halloween and Christmas. Her mug. I've got one of the big blow mold Mickeys, the like $80 ones, that my son has decided is his like cuddle toy, and he was cuddling with it. It's bigger than he is.
It is bigger than him.
Today.
I'm surprised he can even like...
He can't.
Get around it.
He can't.
It's awfully big. He can get around like one ear.
Yeah. And then obviously like all the movies, like right now we're just like Haunted Mansion, Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town. Like they're just constantly on, and then we'll switch to like the Santa Claus and
I love the Santa Claus.
Home Alone. I was trying to think of other Christmas movies. My brain is...
A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Oh, Muppet Christmas Carol.
Classic.
100%.
Did you know there's a
So good.
Muppet Haunted Mansion?
Yes,
did you
I
know
did.
this?
Yes.
I did.
Didn't know this. I turned on Disney Plus like literally a week ago, and I was like, "There's a Muppet Haunted Mansion." And
We
I said it
found
out
a
loud,
movie
and my
I've
husband was
seen
like,
that
"What?"
Sav hasn't.
Yeah, we have.
That's shocking.
That is shocking. That's not a Descendants one. Important asterisk. That's not Descendants.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said it out loud, and my husband was in the kitchen, and he was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, there's a Muppet Animation. I'm gonna have to watch it."
I need to rewatch it. I watched it kind of right when it first came out, and I have not watched it since. What do you all like better, Disney Christmas themed things or Disney Halloween themed things?
Like
Disney
home
Halloween
decor stuff, or
Olivia's like,
or just in general. She's like, no.
Yeah. Are we talking about the events, or are we talking about decor for our homes?
I think I'm thinking about decor and like merch, so shirts,
Okay,
stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm a Halloween person, so
decor stuff Halloween, because the way I incorporate Disney a lot in our holiday stuff is I don't know what started it. I have somehow started collecting the Christmas ornaments that are specifically the Nightmare Before Christmas characters. So I have a whole display on like a side table on, it's like a Christmas village except it's Halloween in my house. Oogie Boogie is my favorite villain. So I think that's what started it, but I think I've completed the collection as of this year. I finished it up. I got an Oogie Boogie one. It's a really good one. And then I got the Trick-or-Treaters last year in the bathtub, which is pretty perfect. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. I've got all the I've got everybody. Like, I've got Jack, I've got everybody. So I was like, I think I'm done with this now, because this is a whole side table full of these little things. But I don't know, for merch I like Christmas, but I'm much more a Christmas than a Halloween person. I enjoy Halloween, but I'm way more of a Christmas person.
Yeah, I feel ready to celebrate Christmas for a longer
100%.
period of time.
Yep.
With Halloween, I just, the whole starting in August thing, I can't do it. I'm not ready for it.
Halloween starts the day after my birthday, which is August 25th. So, and it runs until about November 15th.
Yeah, we start like after Labor Day.
Yeah. I have Halloween thrust upon me a much longer period of time than I ever used to.
Yeah, it has to be after Labor Day for me too. Like, I forced myself not to have any pumpkin spice drinks or anything until after then too. Because
October 1st, I'm pretty good. From October is Halloween, and then I'm ready for Christmas, and then for 2 weeks in November it's Thanksgiving and fall again, and then it's Christmas again. I'm those people that people love to make fun of. I will probably want to decorate for Christmas as soon as I get back from this Halloween trip. But my husband will say no until at least November 10th. He'll be like, no.
Oh, our Christmas stuff will go up early. It always does.
Yeah.
But it especially does
now that you have a kid.
Yeah. My kid loves Christmas.
He loves it.
If it could be Christmas right now, it already would be.
He's asking for snow. He's
asking for snow all the time. He wants to go sledding. He keeps asking me when Santa's coming.
Yep.
Oh my word.
He keeps getting presents, but we blame that on Gigi because she brings something for him every single time she comes to visit.
So that's her fault.
That's her fault.
But yeah, so we celebrate Halloween early so that by the time Halloween is actually over, we can immediately jump into Christmas because my kid is ready for it.
Yeah. I am done with Halloween and fall stuff like right after Halloween, but like Christmas, like I could keep my stuff up till February.
Keep my stuff up for like a week.
I could keep it up all of January. I would. I get the sad too though. So like, you know, like the seasonal affective, like I get that pretty bad. So like the twinkle lights and stuff make me really happy. So I'm like, I don't want to take it down.
All right. I'm going to skip the film section just for time's sake. But I do have 2 more brief sections. One is like a topic just to get your like off the cuff, like what do you think about it type thing. And then I have like a news section just to find out what you think about these couple of news things. Which one would you like to do first?
Let's do news and then off the cuff because I think that'll be fun.
Okay. All right.
I'll answer. I'm not afraid.
These are some random news stories that I pulled, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and they'll be quick. So it'll just be like, you may have heard this already, you may not have. All right. News story number 1. Disney World fans have been left heartbroken after a long-standing landmark of over 35 years was demolished overnight. The Hollywood Studios archway has been towering over the park since it first opened as MGM Studios in 1989. Throughout all the changes the park has endured, including when it became Hollywood Studios in 2008, the archway has stood tall. But no longer. So what do you think? Are you heartbroken?
I'm not devastated. No, I'm sad, but I'm not devastated.
I don't know what archway we're talking about.
It's by like Launch Bay and like Little Mermaid.
Going into
Yeah.
They took it down.
I think it looks weird, but I'm curious to see how. I think like it will eventually all make sense and mesh. But my initial thought when somebody was there and posted a picture yesterday, I was like, whoa, that looks so different. But I think it's just like retraining my brain. I do think whatever they end up doing will be cool and fitting, but it is weird, especially with Hollywood Studios being my favorite park. I just wasn't expecting. I don't know that that was announced, was it? Did I miss that? Because I was like, all of a sudden it was gone.
And I don't think they announced they were
I didn't
going
hear
to
the
do it.
announcement.
Yeah. I think I subconsciously knew it would happen because when I saw the news break, I was like not really that surprised by it, but only because I've seen the construction walls like since they were up when I was last there. And so I was just kind of like, oh yeah, you didn't go into Hollywood, did you, Pip? So yeah, they were up. And so I remember looking at it and being like, huh, like this is going to look really different like whenever these go away. I don't know. I think I like prepared myself for it without really realizing it because when people said, "Oh, it's gone." I was like, "Oh, I thought that was like part of the plan." Just cuz it was behind the walls, I was like, everything must go. But it is kind of a
Big
a
summer
surprise.
blowout.
Big summer blowout. It's just kind of like, huh. Yeah.
All right, next news story. Walt Disney World guests won't need 3D glasses on Remy's Ratatouille Adventure anymore after the ride closes for a short refurbishment next month. Sav is giving some
I'm
finger
thrilled.
snapping. You're
I'm
excited?
thrilled.
I'm so
wearing
excited.
contacts today because I went to the eye doctor and I'm testing out new contacts. But as typically a glasses wearer, I'm thrilled. Anything that they want to take 3D back to 2D, I'm here for it.
Same. The 3D
Olivia,
always makes me
what do you
so
think?
sick.
Me too.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I posted about this like a while ago on a story when I saw that Paris was doing this, and I thought everyone was going to come for me and be like, no, the 3D. And some people did, but a lot of people were like, no, we're also excited. And I get super motion sick too. Like, I love the idea of Flight of Passage, but I literally have to close my eyes the whole time because it makes me so motion sick. And Remy's is the same way. Like, I just can't enjoy it. I actually oftentimes do it without the glasses because I just get so motion sick. So I am totally here for this change.
News story number 3. Start prepping your patience or your backup plans. Magic Kingdom is officially sold out for New Year's Eve 2025, and it's shaping up to be one of the most intense nights in recent Disney history. Would you go on New Year's Eve knowing it was
No.
going to be at capacity?
I have a story here real quick. We were there.
I was so quick with
No,
the no.
but we were there for the Millennium at Epcot as kids.
Oh gosh.
So in 2000,
Wow.
we went, and it was my whole family, both sets of grandparents. My parents were still married, both sets of grandparents, cousins, like the whole shebang. We had matching shirts. It was a whole vibe. And I remember as a kid thinking, oh my gosh, there are so many people here. What if one of us gets lost? This was pre-cell phones, obviously, all this stuff. Like, it was overwhelming. It was really cool, but I cannot imagine. And my mom is like not a crowds person. And whenever it would get super crowded in the park, she'd be like, I'm going to the resort and sitting at the pool. I'm not doing this. And my dad and I would always stay. Like, we were there one year for 4th of July and it was really busy. But yeah, so we were there on the Millennium and it was nuts, but I would never do it with my kids. But yeah, it was a cool experience as a kid. But I do remember even as a kid being like, wow, there are so many people. And I don't know how like capacities have changed between now and then, but I imagine they're higher capacity now than they used to be.
Yeah. Festival of the Arts on a Saturday on an unseasonably warm day when all the locals were out and all the tourists were there ruined me for any park at capacity. I just can't do it anymore. I'm hopping. I'm going somewhere else. I'm like, y'all have fun. I'm out.
I'm one of those crazy people who would love to do New Year's Eve in Times Square at least once. And so now I'm like, also New Year's Eve at Magic Kingdom at least once.
I did that once. Never again.
I love the chaos. I'm very sensory seeking. So I'm like, I would want to do it once.
I would I would rent, like, I'm sure somewhere near Times Square is like an Airbnb you could rent. I'm sure it's super expensive. But I would do that. I would not like be boots on the ground. I'm very sensory avoidant, I guess you could say, in that way. That's not my jam.
I have done Times Square for New Year's one time and one time only, and I don't think I want to do Epcot at New Year's. It's just not up my alley. News story number 4. Earlier this week, the Greater Orlando Aviation Authority officially approved a 10-year strategic vision for both Orlando International Airport, MCO, and Orlando Executive Airport, while the entire plan includes futuristic features like biometric boarding, AR/VR attractions, and even a flying taxi terminal. One of the most immediately noticeable changes for travelers will be the renaming of the existing terminals from A, B, and C to Terminals 1, 2, and 3. And I
Why?
say to that, boo.
Why?
I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't understand the need.
Right.
Like, if it's not
Well,
broken,
the need, and I have a shirt in my podcast shop that says I heart Terminal C
Oh, that's so
don't.
funny.
I don't
Terminal
fly into
C is the
Terminal
bomb,
C,
though.
so.
because it's the best. It's so good.
It is so good.
Piff, have we ever flown into C?
No, we fly into the janky one
Yeah.
because we fly Spirit.
Because we're cheap. Which
We
one
fly
does
Spirit.
Southwest
Yes,
fly
we
into?
do. We fly Spirit. How about you?
I will probably not be flying Spirit for a while. They just
Until the next time I book a
jacked
trip.
up. Well, I don't know, Piff. They just jacked up mine and my husband's trip for December. I had to cancel it. Still waiting on a refund. Had to rebook us on Southwest. It was a whole
They did
thing.
that last year for our November trip. It was
They
a whole
did
pain in my
the
butt.
whole
But
thing.
they're also usually the cheapest option out of Louisville. So
This is the worst, though. Where did they fly into? Is it still the janky one, or do they fly into C?
It's
I
A.
don't know. We do it so infrequently that I don't remember.
C is a lot of like JetBlue. That's what they used to have a
Okay.
direct Raleigh to Orlando JetBlue flight. I don't know if that's what you've flown into there in Virginia, but it's
Yeah,
only been JetBlue.
I think
that
it's
we've
almost
flown
exclusively
into.
JetBlue and international flights.
Okay.
A lot of
we
them
don't have
fly in there.
JetBlue.
They got rid
Ah,
of our
JetBlue's
direct
the
JetBlue,
best.
so I'm super bummed, mostly because of Terminal
no.
C.
Well, join us over here on the A and B side.
Yeah. We
It
will.
sucks.
It sucks. I don't like
I
it.
have a last minute bonus story number 5 for news that I don't even have written out on my sheet, but I did see that today they announced that for a limited time only, Soarin will become
Yes.
Soarin Over America.
I'm excited for that.
I will be
Me
interested
too.
to see like what parts of the country they fly over.
Yeah.
I really hope that the St. Louis Arch is included,
Mhm.
and that it's also wonky like the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can hope for in this life is
Or like
is
the
a
Statue of
janky-
Liberty is like,
Yeah.
It's like, hey. That would be funny.
Yeah, when they announced it, I was like, okay, Mount Rushmore, Statue of Liberty, obviously something in
Grand
DC, like the
Canyon.
White House, something like that, Grand Canyon.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was trying to think about like the major things, and those were like the things I could immediately think of. But I was excited about this. I was like, okay, obviously it's in our podcast name, so we're big Soarin'
Mhm.
people. And I'm curious how limited of a time. I'm hoping it's a year, so at least like people can get to it. But if it's
Yeah.
like only the
I-
summer, that
Yeah.
would be kind of a bummer.
I hope it's a minimum of 6 months, like longer than just the summer. But I could see them not doing it for a full year, but like at least through 4th of July. Like,
Mhm.
I mean,
could
Oh,
see
yeah.
them doing it
I'm
for a
sure.
full year
yeah.
because with the infrequency that a majority of like I'm going to use quote unquote normal people go to the parks, they need to give it enough time for lots of people to have a chance to see that to make it worth having made.
the money.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
sure.
it will be at least a year, if not a year and a half. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for, a year, just so that, like you said, enough people can get there.
All right, now we're going to do some hot takes. So I've put a bunch of random Disney topics into a list, and I'm just going to spin it. And whatever it lands on, I want to know how you feel about it.
Oh, this is so fun.
Okay, here we go.
I
I
like
love
this.
giving my opinion.
All right, it landed on Spirit jerseys.
Love them.
I love them so much. I wish they came in t-shirt like version
Yes.
though.
Yeah. I don't love them in the parks unless it's like November or December or January. Well, and we did okay with February, but that's it. Like the
Mhm.
winter months. But here, I mean, it gets awfully cold here, so we get to wear them often here.
I love them, but they are hot. So that's my
Yeah.
one complaint, is that it's just too hot to wear in the parks. But otherwise, yes, I have a couple of Spirit jerseys, and I wish I had more, but they're so expensive.
They're so expensive, and they
They're
keep
so
getting
are.
more expensive. I
They
saw
do.
one that was like $100 like retail, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
my AP discount doesn't make it worth it anymore sometimes. Like I have to really
No.
want it.
I have to really love it. I kind of stopped
Mhm.
buying them for a while, and then I saw the one that was like Magic Kingdom, and it had all of the different letters were filled in with rides and lands and stuff like that. And that one I was like, I have to
need
have
it.
it.
Yeah.
And it's like a light blue color, which, you know, no offense to Olivia's husband, who is a Duke person, but it's Carolina blue. and and it was a color I didn't have. Like I
It is a pretty
frequently will
color.
see like a purple one, and I'm like, oh, I like the design of this. I'm like, you already have a purple spirit jersey. You're not allowed to get another purple one.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we
Yeah.
go. Next topic, and it has landed on dining plan.
Not worth it.
I'm a hot take on this too. We did a whole episode about this very early on in our podcast, and I posted a reel that a lot of people laughed about. But I know people have very strong opinions about this. I also think it's not worth it unless
Yeah.
you have teenage boys. Maybe, I don't know, Virginia, if you think with your son it could be worth it. But I feel like for the most part, and I shouldn't stereotype boys, but I just feel like I'm never going to get my
Typically.
money's worth out of that dining plan.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've done multiple tests where I have literally kept a record of everything that I ate, and I put no restrictions on myself. Like if you want an appetizer, you're able to get that. If you want to order a dessert, you get that. If you want a cocktail, you get that. And even eating every single thing I wanted to at the time I wanted to eat it, it still came out to be less than the dining plan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think the only way that it would be worth it is when they do those like crazy, like they're like, if you get a dining plan and tickets, like you get these, you know, other like freebies or like other add-ons, but they do that so infrequently. And then sometimes I don't even know if that would still be worth it. I've not crunched the numbers. So yeah, I don't think they're worth
I was interviewing my friend Ange, who has been on the podcast, and she had said something about it that made me think, oh, that could be worth it if you have a Disney adult aged kid who is not old enough to drink and you enjoy drinking. And it's not that I don't enjoy drinking. I do enjoy drinking. I love to drink, but I rarely will get more than one drink at a meal. And even if I'm like in Epcot or something, I might have 2 drinks max. So I'm not going to get the value out of that, but somebody who is going to have more than 1 drink. So say you have somebody who's going to enjoy 2 beers with their dinner or whatever, you still get the alcoholic beverage that comes with the kids that's a Disney adult but not old enough to drink. You can still order their beverage as long as they're not the one drinking it. So
That could
Interesting.
be.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know
Like
that.
if you have like 2 glasses of wine with dinner or like whatever, like you said, 2 beers, like maybe then. But when I'm at Disney, honestly, especially when it's hot, maybe I'm only thinking this because it's been so hot the last couple of times I've been. I don't really feel like drinking because it is so hot, you know. So it's like just you kind of gamble with that a little bit.
Yeah. And I always say it's what you value with the dining plan. Like some people just want to not think about the money part.
Yeah.
The dining plan makes me think about the money more.
Yeah. I want to
I
get my
agree.
money's
Like
worth
make
out
sure
of
you're
it.
getting every
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen so many families like running around. Like we stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge for my mom's birthday, and I was hunting for a pin set, and I did complete it finally. Not on that trip, but I did eventually. But I was hunting for a pin pack, and I heard this family like go and get like literally like whatever. We have to use all these snacks. Like they were like it was like the last night of their vacation, and they're like running around like trying to get apple slices or like whatever to finish it off. And I was just like, see, like I don't want to be like we haven't used it all. Like
That's how I felt the last time we got one.
yeah.
And usually if they are offering some kind of like free dining plan, if you forego that and just take whatever discount they're offering on the room, I think you make out better by taking the room discount.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do 3 more spins. So that will bring us to a total of 5 spins. And this time we are landing on rope drop.
No. No.
Sav's an immediate no on all of this.
And this is where all my hot takes come out. But maybe when we eventually have littles like ourselves, like maybe, but
Even more
we're
no.
childless Disney adults over here. Well, okay, my husband's barely a Disney adult. He tolerates it. He tolerates my love for it. He enjoys it, but he's like a 2 trips a year max kind of person. We're sleeping in. We're nope. I might get into the parks around 10:30, which is a hot take for some, but no road.
So Olivia and Piff both have small children.
They do.
And Piff, you said even more so no because
With
of
your
having
children.
Correct. My small child, I only have the one outside of the womb right now, is also not a morning person.
No.
I'm not waking him up any earlier than he wakes up. And then we're going to have breakfast and we're going to chill.
Yeah.
I'm not being stressed about this trip. And I think maybe that's because I've been able to go so much and I know what my kid likes the most. So I know what to prioritize. But like, I'm not running around Disney World with my kids. I'm going to do, what we can fit in, and I'm not going to stress about it.
Yeah.
And if we need to go back and take a nap, we're going to go do that too.
Yeah. Our family trips have been awesome. We've gone the last 2 Aprils with me and my husband, their whole little family, and my mom. And it has been great because Gigi needs a break in the middle of the day too. We're going to go sit in the baby care center and take a nap while the adults go get a drink at Skipper Canteen or go ride Tron or go do something else.
We did Oga's this year.
We did
our Hollywood Studios nap, and I got schwasted.
You did. Your tolerance is
Did you know you can have 2 drinks in Oga's and 1 to go?
To go?
Because I learned that.
Fun fact.
I did not know that.
You can also just get 1 to go too, which is nice. Like you don't have to have a reservation. You can just
I did
order.
not
You
know
just
that
ask
either.
to do it to go. Yeah, and you'll like wait outside, but then they bring you in, they make your drink, and then you leave.
Never stop learning, I always say.
Yeah.
Olivia, how do you feel about rope dropping, considering you also have small children?
Yes, I'm the opposite.
Okay.
We are rope drop to firework people. I shouldn't say we. My husband also tolerates very similar to Sav. Like my husband is like a 2-year max, likes to take a break in the middle of the day. But yeah, we at Disneyland did rope drop to fireworks both days, and my oldest, who's 6, stayed in the parks with me the whole day from open to close. We like thrive. And part of it, I think, is we don't get to go as often as I did as a kid, where we were annual pass holders. We went every other weekend. We had the luxury of like not feeling like we needed to do everything. But I feel like so often it's so important for us to get those like first few rides in. My kids are also early risers, so I do think that makes a difference. Is I'm like, this is the time before the little one is going to fall asleep in the stroller. So like, let's get as much done as we can, and then she'll nap in the stroller while we're doing whatever else. But yeah, we are definitely rope drop people for sure.
I think that's a really important distinction that you made, though, is that when you're not a pass holder, so it's like these are limited tickets, you're only here for however many days. I do think when I am inevitably no longer a pass holder and we do like a once a year kind of trip, which will break my heart, but it's going to happen eventually. I will be way more like, nope, open to close. We're sticking around. We're staying the whole time. Like, I do think that'll be me at that point. Maybe not exactly rope drop, but like,
I think I've only rope
open.
dropped once, like one day.
We have rope dropped together. At least once
at Epcot.
Yeah. And we were like, no. After that, we were, I'm not a morning person.
Let's see, if you're going to pick a park to rope drop at, I'm surprised that Epcot is the one time you've done it, because
I did not. We did it with a friend of ours. I rope dropped with Josh once because he really wanted. He was like, we got to do it. And I was like, okay, well, if you want to ride Remy's and we're not buying lightning lanes.
I mean, I understand rope dropping La Cava, but rope dropping La Cava is 11 a.m.
Yeah. See, I don't. Yeah, that's my kind of rope drop. It's like,
no, we rope dropped.
I guess, and we rope dropped.
We did Frozen immediately after.
Yeah,
and then we got Schwasted.
You did. I did not.
I did. Josh did.
Josh did. I was supervising for the most part.
We do go more than once a year, and we still rope drop like every time. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just like a personality thing too. But yeah, we still do rope drop. But
I love it for the people who do. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I can't. I love it for you though.
I think that's the key, is don't go against your type. Like,
Exactly.
if you are not somebody who is going to be happy road shopping, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just
Totally.
don't do it.
Yep.
You can stay till close once you get there.
Yep.
There are other ways to make your day efficient, even if you don't get
Yes.
there
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
crack of dawn. All right, 2 more spins. Here we go. What are we getting? Oh.
I can't wait.
Turkey legs.
Meh.
Overrated.
I will eat one, but like I'm not going to go out of my way for it, and I will only eat one if my husband is with me because he's going to eat about 75%, if not 80 to 90% of it. Like I don't think they're disgusting, but I'm also like not going to go out of my way to get one.
Olivia, you made a noise. Was that a yummy noise or was that
Like,
a no thank you noise?
That was a no thank you noise. We also made a reel about this a long time ago. Yeah, no thank you. I don't know. I'm not like, if that's your thing, that's
Yeah.
great. But for me,
Great.
especially
Yeah.
thinking about like
Yeah.
the heat in the sun,
Yeah.
eating a
Mhm.
turkey leg is just like not my jam at all. But
Mm.
yeah, no, that was a not for me noise.
Yeah.
I want a turkey leg at like a Ren fair in the
Yes.
fall. Not at
That's a
Disney
very
World.
specific turkey
Ren
leg
fair.
desire.
And
I was
yeah.
just at a Ren fair a couple
You-
weeks ago.
Yeah. I'm with you on the
Yeah.
heat thing. I can't when it's hot. I just
Yeah. For me, it's the on the bone thing. I do not like to eat meat on a bone. If you invite me to a dinner party and that is what you were serving, I would never say anything.
Yeah.
I would find a way to eat what I needed to eat without, causing a fuss. But if I ever have a choice, I am opting to not have meat on a bone. So when I see people walking around with those, I'm just like, oh God, no.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. P.S. Did you hear the rumor that they're like ostrich legs or something?
Oh my
So
gosh,
it's
no, but that's
ridiculous.
hilarious.
So,
It's
fun fact,
ridiculous.
ostrich is farmed kind of like chicken in South Africa.
Is it
Uh-huh.
really?
And I've eaten a lot of ostrich because of that, because I spent a lot of time in South Africa.
You spent the
It's-
summer. In South
Interesting.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is a fun fact.
But
is
I've been
cool.
to an ostrich farm, and it's like they
Like a
how
chicken
we
farm.
farm chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Does it
That's
taste
so
like the turkey
funny.
legs at Disney
I don't know.
or at the Ren Fair? They taste the same.
The ones on the Ren Fair, definitely turkey legs. They're not ostrich.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you about the ones at Disney.
They taste like the ones at the Ren Fair. So
Okay. All right. Last spin. Here we go.
I love watching your face as you like digest what it landed on.
No, because it was like about to land on rope drop again, and then it like
Oh, you're like,
clicked
no,
over
no,
to
no.
the next one. All right, last one. Lounge fly bags.
So cute. So impractical.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah, I
agreed.
also
Very
agree.
Cute. I
Too
carry one
small.
more often than not now. Yeah, they're pretty small. I
Yeah.
carry one a lot more now than I ever used to, which I find funny. But I've also gotten really good, thanks to Piff, we can belt bag it and be good, like
Mhm.
bare minimum. So I don't know. I've gotten pretty good at fitting a lot more in a lounge fly than it looks like you can fit in a lounge fly.
I feel like a lounge fly is too big for when I want to like have a minimal stuff day, and it's too
Yeah.
small if I need to carry like anything
Reindeer.
substantial. Yeah, like
Mhm.
like if I have to put my poncho and my water bottle in there, like
Yeah.
where am I putting my pins?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. Is my wallet got to be in my pocket? I'm a lady. My pants don't have
I
pockets.
don't have pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I did just buy a new lounge fly at the outlet though. It was
Yeah.
the cute
Yeah, the
white
Baymax one?
Baymax. Yeah. When
Oh,
it
cute.
dropped, so many people sent it to me. They were like, "You need this." And I was like, "Not for $90, but I do need it."
I don't own a single lounge fly. And
You don't need
it's
to.
I don't think I need to. I live in New York. I have limited storage space, and
Mhm.
I just don't think that they're practical. And the park bag that I have I don't think it's that much bigger than a lounge fly if you just see it sitting there, but it has more flexibility to it. And it's got like the water bottle pockets on the outside that I can use if I want to, which I
I love
frequently
that.
do. I like to start my park day with a water bottle in each pocket.
Yeah.
So,
I just bought, not just bought, but like this year bought a Loungefly sized backpack at the parks. It has like the different park icons on it.
Oh, that
And it
bag is
has
so cute.
isn't it cute? It's the side, but just like you said, Virginia, like it's more flexible. And so I can kind of stuff it a little bit better. And it has the pockets on the outside, which I love. But it only really works with my small Awala, like not my big one. Because if it gets a little top heavy, so then it'll like flip out of the pocket thing. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. But I do really enjoy that. So I do that a lot more. But I'm sitting here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Loungeflies now, which is
That's more than
dumb. I have too many. I know. Well, I got one for Christmas, and I've yet to ever carry it. It's Coco themed, and I really need a time to take it to where I can go to Epcot and hang out in Mexico and have my Coco.
Oh, you got it for Christmas. Like
I
it
got
was
it for
given to you as
Christmas.
a gift. I was
Yes.
like, it's a Coco themed Christmas.
Oh, no, I
Christmas
bought it
bag.
specifically for Christmas. No, I do have a Christmas one though. Sorry, I'm like looking at them. And then Piff got me the one that's the Kevin Loungefly, and I'm obsessed.
Oh, that's cute.
It's my
I
favorite.
like to look at them.
Yeah.
Olivia, do you have any Loungeflies?
I do not own any, mostly because I feel like with young kids, and I don't go as often solo anymore. So I just feel like the practicality, like we just got to shove all the things in the bag for the kids. But if I didn't go with kids, they're so cute. And I've like often looked at one and been like, oh, I want that. But then I end up not buying it because I would rarely use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 2 that I would consider more neutral, which I love because I'm real big on like it all needs to coordinate. Like, you know, like I can't, it all needs to coordinate. So I have a Christmas one, 2 more neutral ones, a Kevin, a Coco, and Baymax that is currently in Florida that Elizabeth's keeping for me because I couldn't get it back in my backpack. So she was like, I'm going to see you on the 31st. I was like, you're right. I'll just keep half of I'm doing a carry-on this time because it's free. So I'm doing that. And so I'm keeping half of it empty so that I have it for that and any Christmas merch that I end up buying.
Well, that brings us to the end of this very special edition of Where I Long to Be podcast. Thank you all so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate you hopping in and helping me out with that schedule opening I had. I guess before we leave, can you just remind everyone the name of your podcast and where they can find it? So, Olivia?
Yes, we are Soarin Around WDW, and the Instagram handle for our page is Soarin Around WDW Pod. But everywhere else, we are Soarin Around WDW.
And Sav and Piff?
We are Pixie Dust with a Twist Podcast, and you can find us on all social media platforms at Pixie Twist Pod.
Yes. Piff, you're very active on TikTok too, I will say. Every time I
Yeah,
see you
all right.
doing one,
Yes.
I'm like, "Ugh, I need to be better about it."
Yeah,
I know I said I do it professionally earlier, and that's why she does our social for the show because I was like, I'm not doing it.
Not doing it in your
Not
9 to
doing it.
5 and
I
for
can't.
this.
I know. It's like it feels like work. Like it's not fun for me. And we said do it if it's fun, you know? I was like, that's not
Yep.
fun for me.
Exactly.
Can't. It stresses me out too much. I can't.
Exactly. Well, I will make sure to have the links to all of your podcasts, all of your socials and everything in the show notes so everybody can find you easily. But I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. And I just love all of you. You're just amazing women and amazing podcasters. And I just feel very honored to have you in my to be part of my world, I should say.
Virginia.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much
thank
for
you for
having
inviting
us.
us.
Yes.
All right. Well, have a magical rest of your evening. Thank you again to Sav and Piff of Pixie Dust with a Twist podcast and Olivia from Soarin Around WDW Podcast for being on the show. Listeners, please make sure you go and give both of their podcasts a follow. And if you aren't already, follow them on all the socials. The links are in the show notes. That is all for this week. And as always, keep daydreaming about where you long to be.